guys, and welcome back to another episode of Federico Talks Watches. And today, I'm going to answer a few of your questions, such as, why does every YouTuber always talk about Rolex? Do I like Lamborghini or Ferrari? And why is German watchmaking not as high-end as Swiss, or at least perceived as high-end as Swiss? All that and more in today's episode. Now, of course, before we get started, customary wristwatch check. I am still rocking the Rolex OP39 Rhodium. I've had it on my wrist for about a week. Probably going to swap it out tomorrow. And also, guys, don't forget to check out delraywatch.com. Just got a bunch of new watches in stock. In particular, a JLC Master Home Time box, papers, and original bracelet. Quite rare. And the very in-demand Ming 17.03 GMT, also on a bracelet. All that and more at delraywatch.com, link in the description below, the absolute best way to buy a pre-owned watch. Anyway, guys, these are your questions. I'm going to be answering them. They're from my Instagram page at Federico Talks Watches. Don't forget to follow me. And when you see the Q&A picture, of course, you can ask your question. The first question is from actually a very good friend of mine, Joan Veliz, and he says, I really appreciate the fact that your content is balanced and you speak of all brands, not just Rolex and Omega. Thank you, Joan. Why do you think YouTubers only focus so much on those brands? Well, Joan, it's very, very simple. Money. So there's three types of YouTubers. There's full-time YouTubers that make all their money on YouTube, and if that's the case, I feel bad for them because YouTube pays pretty poorly. There's YouTubers with, jobs, and, there's YouTubers like me that I guess I have a job, but I also have a business, my job is kind of YouTube because my watch store is related. I don't know, but point is, I don't focus entirely on YouTube for ad revenue. But money, John. People watch when Rolex is in the title. People want to know about Rolex and Omega. And it's not necessarily watch fans that want to know, but people from the outside. People that are not watch fans, don't give a shit about watches, but may have a watch question or want to watch maybe a one-off video on watches. You get all those people. Anytime you put Rolex or Omega in the title or you make it the subject, it gets a ton more views. And I'm not going to lie, I sometimes do more Rolex videos than I would like, because honestly, views do matter, especially if you're a YouTuber, and anybody who doesn't admit it is full of shit, and trust me, a ton of YouTubers are. DR Shez 580 says, lots of attention gets paid to men's watches. Any advice for us who want to go shopping for our girlfriends or wives? Yes, buy them a men's watch. The men's watch market is about 90% of the watch market. The other 10% is ladies. And that 10% is mainly made up of massively jeweled timepieces. So unless you want to spend 150 G's, most women tend to wear men's watches anyway. 36 millimeter Datejusts. Tons of ladies wear them. Daytonas, even though they're 40 millimeters, tons of ladies wear them. Large JLC Reversos. 40 millimeter Panerais, which are considered men's watches, even though more ladies wear them than men. You have to remember, anything 36 and above is considered men's, but anything smaller than 36 is considered old-fashioned. So women don't tend to wear old-fashioned watches. I suggest you buy them a men's watch. That's probably what they'll like. If you have a more conservative partner, check out Cartier Tanks, Chopard Happy Sports, maybe a Rolex 31 millimeter Datejust, Omega Constellations. You have options, but generally, it's very likely that your partner is going to want a men's watch, even though she's a lady. Krabby_Patty. Do you think German watchmaking gets the respect it deserves? Seems like Swiss marketing has a lot to do with it. I consider, listen, there's great watchmakers in Germany and great watchmakers in Switzerland. The German brands tend to be, what can I say? They tend to be higher end. Then there's other lower end German brands, great brands, but like Zinn, that use Swiss movements. Are they German watchmaking? Well, kind of, but not really. They're not Lange, they're not Glashütte, they're not Lange Heine, they're not Wempe. Well, actually, Wempe uses a lot of Swiss movements, but Wempe does have their in-house stuff too. They're not Nomos. Generally, I mean, Swiss watchmaking is just much larger than German. You have much more Swiss brands than German brands, so you're going to get to see more advertisements for Swiss watchmaking just because there's more people advertising it. Do I think it gets the respect it deserves? No, I don't think it gets the respect it deserves, but that's due to the fact that it's still quite niche. Anders underscore 85. As you are a man that likes watches and to travel, where in the world would you travel in order to have a great vacation, but also be able to shop for the best watches? This one is tough because the best watch shopping is not necessarily where the best vacation is. But if I had to mix the two, I would undoubtedly say Asia. Hong Kong. I like to vacation in cities. Hong Kong, great watch shopping. Bangkok, fantastic watch shopping. Dubai, great watch shopping, but not necessarily my favorite place to go on vacation. I like Dubai, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with Dubai, but definitely not kind of like up there with my first choice. But I would say anywhere in Asia and even Europe would be okay because you can get the VAT back. So whatever tax they charge you in Europe, which is implemented in the price in Europe, it's not like in America where the tax is added on after the price. The tax is already in the price in Europe. You get that back when you come back. But I think for availability and pure selection, Asia, absolutely the best place to vacation and buy watches at the same time. Etta262. Hey Fed, Lamborghini or Ferrari? Which one would you prefer? Ferrari, 100%. I own one. I love it. Actually, Rob Ferretti, a car YouTuber, made one the other day, and he very clearly stated Ferrari is a classier choice. It's old money. I'm not saying I'm old money, but Lamborghini has like a new money / douchebag connotation. If you own a Lamborghini, listen, I'm not calling you a douchebag, but you can't deny a ton of douchebags own Lamborghinis, even though it wouldn't necessarily be you. They're always in like crazy colors. They're revving down South Beach or Times Square. And Lamborghinis also tend to be rented. You want to be seen if you're in a Lamborghini. Whereas honestly, my California, which is, a low-end Ferrari, gets no notice in South Beach. And I absolutely love it that way. Last but not least, Panos MAVR. Hey Fed, great videos and great vibe. Thank you, Panos. Keep it up. What is your opinion on Christopher Ward? Generally, I didn't love Christopher Ward. I thought they hurt their brand by always discounting, discontinuing, rebranding. But honestly, the more I look at them as low-end watchmakers, because they are affordable watchmakers, they do offer great bang per buck. I'm not saying money should be a factor, but if you ever, Christopher Ward is a brand that has no DNA. They change their logos, they change their designs, they have no real history, nor will they ever be iconic. Ever. Never ever. However, they offer you a great watch for the money, and there's a lot to be said about that. Great starter watch, great beater watch, great watch if you just like the look of it because it's high quality and it's not going to be too expensive. Do I like Christopher Ward? Yes, I do. Do I think people give them, more clout than they deserve? Absolutely I do. Because at the end of the day, they're just watch designers, and that's fine. They design and make a great watch, but, that's about it. Not much past that. Anyway, guys, that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. It really does help. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.